All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again doing another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea transfer news. Boy, we have another fantastic show lined up. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has joined in already. Smash the like button. Smash the like button as soon as you come through. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get to 24,000 subscribers as quickly as we can. As quickly as we can, ladies and gentlemen. Just before we start the show, a few people have been saying to me, Miz, now that Havertz has gone to Arsenal, are you going to change the channel logo 29? Let me tell you something. That 29 has nothing to do with Kai Havertz. That 29 has nothing to do with Kai Havertz. If anything, if I did wanted to put any of the current, now, obviously I'd probably think about maybe putting Enzo Fernandez, but a player that I really, really adored, player that I liked a lot. You guys probably know a player that I loved heaps is Hakim Ziyech. I probably would have had Hakim Ziyech's number there, but 29 is not it's got nothing to do with Havertz. It's my date of birth, 29th of May. So that's why I put the number 29 there, because it's the date of birth. It's my date of birth, and that's why it's there. Ganswood, good to see you, Miz. You have to do a song, the whole chorus for players coming in. I'll try, man. Look, I'm no singer that can do the whole chorus, so I'll try my best, man. My singing isn't that great. I mean, thank you to each and every one of you guys that actually has been kind enough to appreciate my songs. But look, overall, singing is not my forte. I mess about a little bit, you know what I mean? Like when we have a new signing, I just like to spice things up a little bit. But look, I know I'm no singer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mason PROPA CHELS Mount. That's what I want to talk about. Christopher J. Richardson is saying, I was born on the 2nd of September, Miz, so I get what you mean about numbers being meaningful outside of football. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're right. You're absolutely right, man. But your Titanic song was good, the Enzo one. No problems, man. Do you know what? I actually put a lot of effort on that Titanic one. I actually did some rehearsals before the show. I was trying to sing along. I had the music video on, and I was trying to sing along with Celine Dion. Big up Miz, like Ronaldo said in the interview, that players don't play for the badge anymore, they play for the money. Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about. Let's get cracking. First of all, let me just bring this up. The boy who had a dream to sign for Manchester United, on your bike, Mace. I mean, this guy, you don't understand, ladies and gentlemen, how much abuse I have copped because of Mason Mount. Just because I've been critical, just because I have constructively put out my case as to why he needs to do better in what areas, just because I talked in regards to how the journalists always seem to do a lot of PR madness on this particular player, and many other things. And the amount of abuse, insults, direct messages, wishing such bad things upon me and my family and my kids because of Mason Mount. And I want to ask those fans, how do you feel? You had a banner for this particular player. Some of our players who are even bigger, much, much bigger player than Mason Mount, a legend of the football club like N'Golo Kante, they didn't even get themselves a banner, but Mason Mount did. How does it make you feel? How does it make it? Valan, you're so right. It's time to go back to that compilation video. That compilation video, I think, I remember it was somewhere around 2 million views that got shared around on Twitter. something ridiculous, even more than 2 million views. And he had about close to 500-600 quote retweets, this, that, the other. That one destroyed me. That one absolutely destroyed me. Now, I want to ask those people that destroyed me during that time, how does it feel to see this news? How does it feel to see your PROPA CHELS now? Your PROPA CHELS, Mason PROPA CHELS Mount. How does it feel to see this news from the big dog Fabrizio saying, breaking news, Mason Mount's camp in the last few hours, this was late yesterday, by the way, late night, last few hours have told Chelsea again, told Chelsea not once, again, they are not signing a new deal. Chelsea have therefore dropped price to 60 to 65 million. Bad boy Eunice in the house. I never thought that compilation video would get vindicated. Hey, Eunice, do you know what? I had no idea. I remember you telling me on a WhatsApp saying, Miz, that's done like 2 million views or something like that. 2 or 3 million views. I had no idea. That compilation video got me destroyed. Get Eunice on, Miz. Well, it's up to Eunice. Eunice, let me know if you're interested to come on, man. I probably won't be too long. So if you got time, let me know. I can send you the link and we can talk about Mason Mount a little bit, have a bit of fun, unless you're busy. No rush at all and no pressure at all, my man. Let me know in the live chat. But yeah, coming back to this point, how does it feel? This guy, do you know what? For some crazy reason, and I told you guys this a few videos ago, right? I said, I know the rumors point, and not just the rumors, obviously solid conversations that has taken place in regards to Mason Mount, and many different journalists have produced all of that information, right? And they've all pointed that he's leaving. But for some reason, deep down, right, very, very deep down inside me, I just thought, do you know what? Maybe he might just sign that new contract with Chelsea because he's PROPA CHELS. He's PROPA CHELS. Like deep down, I honestly thought he would probably stick around, maybe, just maybe. You know, Pochettino doing his level best. Pochettino doing his level best to keep him. Chelsea, I'm pretty certain, would have tried their best as well. I highly doubt that Chelsea Football Club would be so adamant to get rid of Mason Mount. After all, he is the pin-up boy. He is the poster boy, isn't he? He is the poster boy. And the passion, the desire that Mason Mount shows for Chelsea Football Club, you know, we've seen it. It was quite evident on the field. Obviously, over the last 12 to 18 months, maybe it wasn't. But, you know, nonetheless, everyone else was poor as well. I just thought maybe he might just stick around. And just when I thought that there was probably a chance, and this news confirms it, that Chelsea, even on the dying minutes of this saga, tried their level best to get this player. And he refused. Chelsea, again, it says, Mason Mount's camp in the last few hours have told Chelsea again they are not signing a new deal. And people are telling me it's not about the money. People are telling me it's about a lot of other factors. The relationship has broken down with the board, where you can't find yourself a middle ground. Now you're so desperate to go to Man United because, of course, the money must be great. The money must be great. When Chelsea needed you, and you know what? I've been saying it in recent times as well, that under Pochettino, maybe Mason Mount could have been a big player. Or else Pochettino wouldn't try that hard There's plenty of conversations, plenty of articles from top journalists stating that Pochettino really wanted to keep Mason Mount. But it looks like he just doesn't want to stick around. He don't want to stick around. He don't want to help Chelsea Football Club out. We finished 12th last season. He just does not want to be here anymore. He wants to leave pronto. He's seeing everyone else go. He wants to leave too. And this is what I want to say to you guys. I know most of you guys, excellent. You guys have always, even though you might have disagreed with me on this particular topic previously, but you've always been, respectful. I'm talking to the people that have been disrespectful, not just to me, but to some of you guys in the live chat. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth backing this player to the hills, to the mountains, to the skies, to the heavens above, only for you to get slapped in the face the way you did? This is why I always say, never ever go after another fan, insult them, demean them, belittle them because of another player. Because of another player. It's not worth it. What has happened? What has happened? All of these people that insulted me or you guys, Mason Mount's left. Or he's about to leave, or he wants to leave. He's desperate to leave. What's going to happen? Mason Mount's going to leave the football club. He's going to go to Man United. And what's going to happen to us? We are still here. We, all of us, we are still here at Chelsea Football Club. All of these players, they come and go, man. They come and go. And we are still here. Through thick and through thin, through happiness, through sadness, we are still here. Whilst Mason Mount gets to go to Man United, collect the big money, play in the Champions League, enjoy his life. Do you know what I mean? Not for once, Mr. PROPA CHELS even contemplated to stick around and helping Chelsea Football Club out. I hope this is a really, really big lesson for all of us. I've definitely understood this a while back. This is why I don't go berserk over a player. Certainly not to the point where I have to bash another fan for that player. I certainly don't do that. I hope we've learned that lesson. I'm going to get to your chats very soon. Orny tweet. What did Orny tweet? What did he tweet? What did he tweet? Let's have a look. People are going crazy. Orny. I saw some news about Declan Rice as well. Apparently, Man City going for him. Is that true? 3 minutes ago. Could this be trouble for us? In regards to Caicedo, Manchester City expected to submit an offer to West Ham for Declan Rice today. Man City have serious interest in recruiting 24-year-old England midfielder. It is anticipated a formal bid will be lodged soon to rival Arsenal for signing. Okay. Just when you thought Arsenal Football Club had this particular player, a twist in this particular saga. What's going to happen? Could he potentially go to Man City? If I'm Declan Rice, I'd probably choose Man City because I'm going to win everything. I'm about to win everything. They've just lost Gundogan. Here we go. Obviously, they got themselves Kovacic. Declan Rice would be a fantastic addition alongside Rodri. Someone who could potentially play in centre-back as well. They got a lot of ballers there. He'll learn a lot of stuff. He'll learn a lot of things from Pep Guardiola. Pep is probably the only one that can take him to the next level. Arsenal would have been a great choice as well, no doubts about that. Calvin Phillips, if Declan Rice goes in, I think that's the end of Calvin Phillips at Man City, most likely. Unless they're going to lose another midfielder, I don't know. If they lose, maybe Bernardo Silva, but it's it's all different types of midfielders, isn't it? But the bigger issue is if Declan Rice goes to Man City, then we are probably going to get done in regards to Caicedo, because Caicedo, Arsenal will not like to lose Caicedo as well, on top of losing Declan Rice. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if both Declan Rice and Caicedo, if Arsenal lose both of them? That'll be quite mad. That will be quite mad. Someone saying Fabrizio Romano tweet. Yeah, Gundogan, we saw that. Declan Rice deal. West Ham have always expected Man City to join the race after Gundogan's decision. Man City will only bid if the player agrees to the move. Arsenal remain confident and prepared to bid again for Declan. Arteta insisting no approach from Man United. Wow, man. Look, man, for our sake, let's hope that he goes to Arsenal. Because if he doesn't go to Arsenal, I think Arsenal will go gun-ho for Caicedo, and then we are going to be left in the mud. We are going to be left in the mud. So let's pray that he goes to Arsenal Football Club, man, honestly. Strasbourg Steve, thank you so much for the super chat. But Miz, he created most chances in Europe. I'm glad I'm a Newcastle fan and I don't have to deal with Mount fanatics. They do my head in. Hey, man. Firstly, big up to Newcastle fans, man. You guys are getting yourself an absolute baller in regards to Tonali. I would have loved to see Tonali at Chelsea Football Club. I always just thought that that's not going to happen. It seemed a bit too far-fetched. I just felt like players like Tonali just don't leave Serie A. But Newcastle United doing a madness, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle United about to get Sandro Tonali. For me, the face of Italian football. This guy is a serious technical baller who's physically very, very good as well. Big up to Newcastle fans, man, for being able to do that. But yeah, coming back to this news about Mason Mount, let him go. Let him go, I say. Let him go immediately. Pronto. No intention to sign a new contract as of now, and this was confirmed again today. Manchester United expected to make a third bid. Obviously, their latest bid was 45 million plus 5 million in add-ons, taking it to about 50 million. But we're holding out for about 60. I think that should get the job done. I think this is what Fabrizio Romano said as well. The deal for Mason Mount could be closed for 60 million plus add-ons. I hope we get this. I really do hope we get this. And, everyone can be happy. Mason Mount can be happy. He's going to Man United. Do you know what? These players, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, honestly, I don't wish you well. I don't wish you well in that football club. I hope you guys flop. I really do. And I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh every time you flop over there. I am going to laugh. I do not wish that you kill and you win stuff, you win titles. No. None of that. None of that. Chelsea Empire, thank you so much for the super chat. I told you yesterday, Miz, I'm worried about Caicedo's situation. We're not moving fast enough. Ugarte PTSD, yeah, you did say that. But do you know what? Like Fabrizio has been saying, we're on top of that. We're on top of that. So I still have to believe that we are the front runners for Caicedo. Look, yeah, the Declan Rice situation will change things. If City end up getting Declan Rice, then definitely that does change a lot of things. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Mason Mount. Before we go on to the next news, which is in regards to Nicolas Jackson, let me know how you feel about Mason Mount, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how you guys are feeling. The fact that he's declined yet another contract extension. Give me your raw feelings about it. The fact that he's so desperate to move to Man United. The fact that he doesn't want to stick around at Chelsea Football Club and help us out, even after, Maurizio Pochettino categorically wanting him. Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are for these PROPA CHELS who had a banner. A boy who had a dream, apparently. A boy who had a dream. The boy who had a dream. Sign for Man United. Sign for Man United. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, you can't get angry for Kai Havertz, Miz, bro. He scored Champions League goal for Mount, who's academy player. So much PR wanted him to get 300k. Just kick his fans and PR team from my club. Nah, true. Gabriel is saying Mickey Mount. Yes, Miz. As I've always said, I'm Muslim, but I'm also heartless. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Damon is saying Mount doesn't want Chelsea. I don't want Mount. Why have a player around that doesn't want to be here? Recipe for a flop? No, true talk. True talk. Big up Miz. Let's get another round of 5. Here we goes today. Mount included. No more drama. Once again, he's gone. Let's get a squad that will fight for the badge. Do you know what? I hope from here on in, we don't have hopefully the Stan era, all of these stands, Mount stands, Havertz stands, Jorginho stands. I hope all of that has died. I don't want any more stands. No more stands, please. Mohammed, good to see you, my man. Proper Chelsea only if they're retiring Chelsea badge. Absolutely, man. Miz, what happens if we don't get Caicedo? I think we have to bring in 2 midfielders for less money, maybe Lavia and Kone. Man, I don't even want to think about if we don't get Caicedo. I think if we don't get Caicedo now, after all of this conversation, it will be a bit of a disaster. I know recently I've said, look, let's just move away because I was just getting fed up with Brighton. I'm pretty sure we can find other players in midfield. I know we can, but now we're so deep into it, it will annoy me if we don't get it. It's much like that Ugarte situation. Once you get so deep into the relationship, it's not nice to break up now. It really isn't nice. So that's where we are at the moment. I'd rather have Gallagher that fights for the badge than Mount and Havertz. Look, I understand the sentiment, but I want Gallagher gone as well because Gallagher for me is just not good enough for Chelsea Football Club. I understand what you're saying. He fights for the badge. No more Mount stands. What a time. Havertz milked the UCL goal way too long, and we allowed it. Yeah, we allowed it as well. Lucky, good to see him, my man. Ms. Mount have never been good, just was better than Kai and the rest. Yeah, true. Maybe we're thinking about Calvin Phillips if we can't get Caicedo and Rice goes to City. Just an idea. No, I hear you. Do you know what? A couple of seasons ago, I was so over the whole Calvin Phillips. That season, the first season when Leeds got promoted, I liked Calvin Phillips a lot. And I was thinking, do you know what? Outside shout. But I think injuries obviously hampered all of that. He's a good player, man. Calvin Phillips is a very, very good player. So, yeah, look, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Proper Chels always make deals easy, not complicate deals. Hazard said he can't wear another jersey in EPL. That is Proper Chels. There you go, man. There you go. A lot of journalists are changing their perspective on Rice to City and Caicedo to Arsenal. Ooh. This might get a bit dangerous for us, man. This might get a bit dangerous. Why aren't we going after Rice? Why don't Chelsea just go in and put in a huge bid as well? Chelsea should be in the mix to get Rice. I know Declan Rice wants Europe, but hopefully we're not out of Europe for too long. It's just going to be the one season. Even though I'm saying that we're going to be 6th. But hey, look, 6th will give you Europe. It'll give you Europa League. So, yeah, I guess when Declan Rice has Arsenal and Man City after him, we're probably not even in the conversation. But I think Enzo Fernandez and Declan Rice would have been very, very nice. Miz, it's fine getting rid of these players, but I'm not overconfident of who we're going to bring in. If it's kids, we are in big trouble next season. Now, look, I'm confident we'll get the Caicedo job done. I'm confident. And I don't think Arsenal will screw up this Rice situation now. I think Arsenal will try and... This could be a tactical thing from Man City, or from West Ham. You never know. West Ham trying to drive up the price for this particular player. Who knows? Like these journalists, obviously they get the news, of course, but they do get sometimes information from clubs to say, hey, beat up a particular news to show that this player could be going elsewhere so they can force Arsenal to pay that 100 million. It's all about getting the most money for Declan Rice, isn't it? That's what it comes down to. They want a bidding war. But yeah, okay. Let's move on to the last news before we wrap things up. Chelsea have put Villarreal striker Nicolas Jackson on standby to fly to London on Friday as they aim to wrap up a move for the 21-year-old. This is from Nizar Kinsella. Nizar is the one who broke the news in regards to Nicolas Jackson. So I think we will have to take him seriously for this particular matter. He seems to have an inside source in regards to Nicolas Jackson. Pepita, thank you so much for the super chat. Miss Jamie is complaining to check what I tag you in. What? Miss Jamie is complaining to check what I tag you in. I don't understand. What do you mean? Did you guys tag me in something? I don't understand that completely. First it's Gary Neville and now this guy. I wasn't worried about Saudi taking players in their 30s, but if they get Bernardo, it will be a game changer. Why? Because he's in his peak years and he's been one of the best players in the Europe for the last 5 years. Saudi Arabia have then over golf, the big boxing fights, and now they want to take over football. I mean, what you guys gonna do? Like, I don't understand, man. Like, these people are complaining this, that. Like, Saudi's not doing anything illegal. They're just paying a lot more money. Not doing anything illegal. This is the only way they see themselves, getting these players. The only way they're going to get players is through paying money. They're not doing anything illegal. Faisal in the house to come and smash me. Thank you so much, Faisal, to be in the house. Miz, your hate for Mount is blinding you from looking at the situation properly. Just listen to this. Nearly 500 of you guys. You're about to witness some articulate piece of work from Faisal. All right, check this out. Let me read this to you, and you guys are going to be so entertained now. Miz, your hate, my hate, my hate for Mason Mount. Like, as if I go, as soon as I'm done with my stream, I have a voodoo door and I poke little pins on that particular voodoo door that is called Mason Mount. My hate for Mason Mount. Brother, I've got better things to do than hate Mason Mount. I've never ever hated Mason Mount. I've got no issues about him. The honest truth is, he's been a very, very poor player over the last 18 months. And if you can't admit that, Faisal, then there's something wrong with you. You're blind. You're truly, truly blind. Is blinding you from looking at the situation properly. Why would Mount sign a bad contract on low money? Even though he loves the club, the owners are doing him dirty. Okay, well, how do you know, Faisal? How do you know what's a bad deal and what's a good deal? Did you hear any money figures as to how much Chelsea offered? Do you even know how much Man United has offered? And in your personal opinion, what is Mount's worth? Let's talk seriously now, Faisal. Let's actually have a serious conversation. I want to see you put out some commentary in the live chat. What do you think Mount should be earning? Be realistic. Be realistic now. Tell me, how much do you think Mount should be earning? Don't you think there should be a compromise as well? And don't give me this BS that, Mount was player of the season, this, that, the other. Last season, not that one that just finished, which got scrapped anyway, Thiago Silva won. The season before that, Mason Mount didn't deserve to win that. No one deserved to win that. Mason Mount just won it from a default situation. The one before that, Mason Mount definitely did deserve that. The Champions League season, he did deserve that. No problems. It was very good. See, I'm bold enough and brave enough to say that, right? I know when I've seen something good, and that season Mount was good. The season after that, not good. The sanctioned season. And the season that just finished, Mount was pathetic all throughout the season up until he got hooked off for not signing the contract, and then obviously injuries, this, that, the other. For me personally, Mount should be probably around, let's say 180. I think I'm being generous. 180 on a 5-year contract. Okay? You really think Chelsea's prerogative is to get rid of Mason Mount? Do you really think, from a marketing standpoint, our owners, our board, knowing what Mason Mount means to Chelsea Football Club and to so many stands like you, do you really think that the club would do him a dirty? Or do you think that maybe he was demanding something too outrageous that the club simply cannot bend over backwards and just give him that? Do you really think? Chelsea even offered him a 1-year contract extension not that long ago, just to say, give us a bit of time. There is so much happening at Chelsea Football Club. So much. So many players leaving. We're not in Europe. We're trying to reduce our wage structure. We're trying to make our football club operate in the right manner once again. We've asked Mace, give us a bit of time. We've put our two hands together. Give us a bit of time. Here's a 1-year contract. Give us a bit more time, and we shall look into it again next season. And hopefully we can give you a better contract. Mason Mount, if he was a proper Chelsea, did not care about anything else, then he would stay. Come on, Faisal. It's all about the money, bro. It's all about the money. How much does it take to live a life these days? How much does it take? How much does it take? Faisal, how much does it take to live a life? 100K, not enough. 150, not enough. 150, 100K per week, not enough. Is Mason Mount not patient enough to wait for one more season? If Chelsea didn't give him that contract, would he still not get a lucrative contract elsewhere anyway? Would 1 year make a huge difference? If Mason Mount believes in his quality, believes in his skill set, would he not always think that I'm capable of getting a big contract whenever and wherever? It's easy to sit there and look at it from a Mason Mount's point of view. If he truly loved, let me tell you something, Faisal. Let me tell you something. If I truly loved something deep, you best believe I am sticking with that. Do you understand? Do you understand, Faisal? If I truly wanted something, I stick with that person, thing, whatever. He didn't love, the bottom line is he didn't love Chelsea as much as we think he did. That's the bottom line, man. That's the bottom line, Faisal. People like you would rather have a shot at me, who's a Chelsea fan just like you, who are still going to be Chelsea fan, even when Mount's gone. You rather have a shot at me as opposed to having a shot at Mason Mount, who's going to Man United. You're probably going to be one of those fans that's going to cheer him on at Man United, aren't you? You're going to be one of those fans that's going to cheer him on. You'll be like, every time he scores, you're probably going to be one of those fans when he scores against us. Yeah, you'll be crying in front, but then you'll go behind in the room and you'll be like, yeah, that's my Mount scored. You'll be cheering him on, won't you? You'll be so happy to see him score against us, won't you? This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Not going to lie, I don't think we're getting Caicedo now. Valan is he's worried. He's worried. Valan is worried. Digital Arts, Miz, let me take this one. Yes, I hate Mount. J5 Havertz to be Chelsea player. We shouldn't even give him an extension. He's overrated. There you go. Digital Arts has said his word. Faisal comes back again. Does Mount not being the best player in Champions League winning season at such a young age show enough about the player's potential and mentality? We are selling experienced youth. No, you're getting this feeling like Chelsea's driving him out. Let me make something clear, Faisal. Chelsea has tried. Look at this breaking, Faisal. This breaking news is just for you, Faisal. Just for you. Breaking news. Mason Mount's camp in the last few hours have told Chelsea again they are not signing a new deal. Chelsea's trying, brother. Chelsea is trying. But you know what you're going to tell me, Faisal? I know exactly what you're going to tell me. Oh, but Muse, they're not going to give him, Man United level of money. Why should he accept that? Yeah, you can never win. You can never win. Chelsea's trying, even on the dying moments, to keep this particular player. Chelsea's tried with the new manager to keep this particular player. But this guy only wants the money, brother. He only wants the money. And apparently there were other sources that were saying it's not just about the money. It's about not having Champions League. So Faisal, what are you going to say about that? What are you going to say about that? This guy's leaving Chelsea Football Club because all of a sudden Chelsea's an ugly, structure. No Champions League. It's like all of a sudden your girl became ugly and you want to leave her. You don't want to stick around and help her out, this, that, the other. No, I'm going to leave her. She's ugly now. As soon as we go through a bit of a bad phase, Mason Mount wants to leave us. If you can't stick around during the hard times, then don't stick around at all. Don't stick around at all. So, Faisal, the quicker you start realizing that this guy is going to Man United and he wants to be there only, the better for you. The better for you. We're going to slowly wrap things up. I've really enjoyed this back and forth with Faisal. Miz, come on. Why would Mount do the owners a favor by signing a one-year deal? Anything can happen in football. Okay, so see, I love how you're only thinking about Mason Mount. You don't care about the Chelsea Football Club. I love how it's everything about you is about Mason Mount. We're going to look after Mason Mount's well-being. Yeah, it's all about Mason Mount. This is Mason Mount FC. Now, brother, this is Chelsea FC. Chelsea's a business. Faisal, you'd be a bad businessman, man. You'd get emotional. You'd be so caught up in situations, and then your business. You got to think like a businessman as well. I'm pretty certain Chelsea Football Club wouldn't do a dirty on Mason Mount, so much so that I can't even accept that offer. I'm pretty certain if Mason Mount wanted to stick around, he could have stuck around. I'm certain that Chelsea Football Club didn't offer anything obscene. Yeah, maybe they didn't offer anything like Man United. Maybe Man United are offering more than 200K. And rightly so, Chelsea should not offer anything around 200K to Mason Mount. He's just not that worth at the moment. He's dipped. The last 18 months have been bad. He's got a lot of hard work to do. He's not a finished product. And just because of that 1 year, that Champions League season, I hear you. I've even given him the accolades. That don't warrant a 200K salary. And now you're going to probably counter that by saying, oh, but why did Reece James? Reece James, when fit, caveat, when fit, because obviously fitness is an issue, Reece James is world class. Mason Mount's not world class. Mason Mount's a good player. He not world class though. There's the difference here. Reece James getting those big bucks because he is damn good. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. All right, Valen, thank you so much for the super chat. Miz, do what Lewis does and throw a party stream. Yeah. Nah, crazy. All right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I probably went a bit over time. I intended to finish a lot earlier, but Faisal has really woken me up about this whole Mason Mount situation. And this is what I was saying. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. It's good that these sort of players are leaving and we can have a sensible fan base and we can move forward. Ms. Check Absolute Chelsea tweet. Let's have one quick look at Absolute Chelsea and then we'll move on. Absolute Chelsea. What has he got? What's Absolute Chelsea got? AC Milan have effectively spoken to Romelu Lukaku's entourage about a potential transfer from Chelsea into Milan. Can't afford to sign Lukaku permanently, only on loan. Oh, okay, interesting. Something to cover later on. So we'll do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys later on, UK time, wrapping up the day's news. Until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay blessed. Take care.